What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool live stream. We're back in Planet Coaster in Silver Dollar City Recreation, and I'm excited to get to it. So, we are still trying to finish up, pretty much the start, kind of like towards Valley Road and everything, the square and everything like that. So that's always fun. We started a lot on the. Last time we started on the Blacksmith area. We got this building, and then we still have to do the other stuff right there, and then that will start to come together, and it's already has a good start to it, so I'm very, very hopeful that will turn out really, really well. So, but Valley Road's going to turn out really nice, and then, of course, we have the Thunderation and Time Traveler area, which we've also been working on. I've been kind of holding off just a little bit on this area just because I'm waiting until everything is done with it before I really want to build it. So, as it could end up being just slightly different in some spots, who knows. So I didn't want to go on to Valley Road until I can get some decent photos of Valley Road once everything is completed. They're pretty much done with the construction over there, but it's still hard hat zone, so I can't just go over there and go into it. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into it for tonight's stream. We're going to be, I kind of wanted to start more on the, do more of the Blacksmith area here. If I can just get to those reference photos, and, which I do have some decent reference photos on the Blacksmith area. That's how I was able to get it pretty good here. So there's my photos. Alright, so we're going to be trying to recreate that right there. So that's where we're going to be going, and that's at the top part here. But I got multiple photos of it, so let's get started. Oops. I lost the photo that I wanted to go to. Alright, there it is. Alright, here we go. So we're going to start off, we should probably start off with the roofing. So I'm going to go start off with the building, custom. It's pretty much a flat roof. I'm going to make I'm going to start off with this roof, and I'm probably going to change this roof. This is going to be a placeholder just to get my shaping of the building that I want. So we're just going to pretty much use this as a bit of a placeholder to get us kind of started. Just to kind of give me an idea of where that roof is going to be going. So that will go about right there. And it's going to be held up by the supports are kind of like a tree. We're going to go kind of like the log, which is probably under scenery, actually. So we're just going to go in, I believe it's under log, yes. This is probably the best thing to use on the corners here. There's one more spot in between this, but I might be making this just a little bit too big too. So I'm going to put it about right there. Give us a little more extra space on that side. So in other words, these roofs are going to be, not height, I need to change size. I don't know why I won't let you change size when you're doing that. It's kind of weird, but oh well. It's okay. Alright, so we'll put some wooden supports across this right here to get us started. And that will be a good starting point for us. We can just use this piece. Again, this is just a placeholder. We're not going to be using that as the actual roof because it is not what we need. Okay, so we need kind of like that gray, kind of darkish gray wood. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Have had a fantastic day. No, I have. Got a little bit of a later stream tonight, but better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, we got flat roofs, trims. Kind of want to use the trims. As much as I hate using this, this is like pretty much a flat roof. This is always hard to kind of get in position. Alright, it's held up by some beams. So, look at that. I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to create a series of stuff that we need to get this together. So, we need a piece of wood. There's a specific piece I think I'm looking for here. We will find. So hopefully. Not that one. It might be under scenery. It probably is under scenery. It always ends up being in the one that I'm not looking in. I think there's one in scenery that I'm looking for. I think it was... Maybe it wasn't this one. This one actually will work very well, actually. Now that I'm kind of looking at it. Alright, we're going to keep that angle snap on. Alright, I'm going to put this up top and we'll move those up. That way they'll fit a little bit better. Go. Okay, we're going to select these now, move you up. Take those, get rid of these. And see how this turns out. Yeah. Always love that copy and paste. Get rid of the extra ones there, and then these guys need to be pretty much level with that piece, because there's also these pieces right about there. Alright, and I'm going to move these guys back a little bit. Quick, get rid of that fighting texture. Ah, there's so much stuff like in the inside that I can hardly see what's in there, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense. We probably won't get like all of the details within this, but we're going to try and get the majority of them. Ah, crap. I didn't mean to do that. I need to keep that block piece in there. Just join the stream. What are we working on right now? We're in the Solar City recreation. And we're working on the Blacksmith areas again. I don't know if I'll get a lot of the props in it just yet. Probably mostly going to stick to the more of the building structures at the moment, and then do props later, maybe. Possibly. But that's going to come together. hopefully. There's not much to it. There's just a lot of stuff on the inside, like a lot of props and stuff. It's hard for me to really pinpoint exactly everything I need here. Alright, I do know there is a lamp hanging off of this that we need to go into scenery for. Lights. I need this one. This is like the perfect piece too, by the way. There's like a little lamp hanging off of this piece. Kind of like so. That's one detail. Maybe I should just take it a detail at a time and I'll slowly have everything. Okay, there is a barrel. It's actually like half a barrel. Right by here. Then there's kind of like a bucket right next to that. I don't know if there's a... we don't need that. Alright, we'll go all... I don't see anything there. I think there's something under scenery we can use. I just don't know the name of it. It would be under props and... misc, maybe. If anywhere. If we were to find it anywhere, it'd probably be under this. I feel like there is a piece, but I cannot put my finger on it. Not that. Not quite that. I'm not sure. Something we'll be able to find something for it, but as of right now, don't know. Got some chains hanging around. Ugh. Making the blacksmith thing itself is the part I'm not sure about. I don't know much about blacksmithing, so I'm just like, hopefully it turns out. But that's a start. Go ahead and save. We're gonna get this area populated, so don't worry about that. And you know what time it is? Head on over down to Thunderation. Where we will do more custom supports. We also can work more on Echo Hollow as well. That's another thing we have to do. There's one slight inaccuracy about this, the way I'm doing this, but not really. Is that there are these cross ties, but the only problem is they're higher up, technically, on the ride. The only thing I feel like I could have had done different with these custom supports is put them just a little bit lower down like this. Which I actually probably should have done. Now that I think about it. That's one way they probably could have actually turned out a little bit more accurate. I don't know if I want to do that now. Should I do that before I get too far into the... into everything? Maybe I should. It might be... I worked so hard on all the other ones. I'm going to do a couple like this and see how it turns out. Because then I'm going to have to like almost kind of redo the entire thing if I do it that way. That's the only thing I'm kind of like, about. I'm like, that's so much work. I'll keep it the way it is, and then I'm always going to be supporting this and updating it, so to try and get it more and more accurate each and all the time. So even after I'm done with the park, I still want to kind of support it and mess with stuff to try and work in some other areas to just kind of help it out and make it more accurate, each spot more accurate, even if it means like sometimes completely redoing certain stuff sometimes, which would be a pain in the butt, but it could definitely make a difference if you do it correctly. So again, my goal is to really try and polish up the area that we have so far and really try and get a lot of that done rather than move on. So like, for instance, I do want to get Thunderation kind of done, the Thunderation area done. Pretty much the square to Thunderation is kind of what I really want to polish up on and get really completed. So that's kind of the goal that I want to go for. So, but right now, and so I'm trying not to continue the park on further anywhere, because I really want to try and like just really get this first section done of the park, and that would be a pretty good chunk of the park. I mean, it's not a whole lot of the park, but it'd be a pretty decent chunk to get started saying, yeah, that spot's all done, you know? That would be the nice thing to be a nice thing to be able to say. Like, yeah, that area is pretty much done. Alright, we're gonna have to edit this piece up, since we're in higher territory. Alright, we're going to continue on with this. Alright, we're going to have to add another piece here. We're getting to like some higher spots, so I might even redo some of the terraforming just a little bit to kind of help out, but alright, let's get our footers in here. Doing it this way always seems a lot like almost feels like you're actually building the coaster piece by piece, like in real life. If that makes any sense. There's a lot of like metal support pieces kind of everywhere, but again, I'm making it as accurate as I possibly can. I really want to start getting some areas like really populated up with like trees and shrubbery and just kind of really get it going. That'll be nice. I'm trying to keep up with these. This is like my least favorite part to do, is like these little metal pieces. I'm trying to keep up with those so I don't have to have a marathon of just like building those over and over. So I'm trying to keep up with those as best as I can. Again, I'm one of those builders that to control my patience a little bit, I always end up bouncing around to different areas a lot, if you haven't noticed. So I'm trying to bounce around in a lot of areas that I've already started, so kind of keeps my attention a little bit better and get through these sometimes and keep that patience, because it's one of the hardest parts, is keeping that patience throughout here. A big milestone on this is to get the Helix section done on this ride. So that's like the main highlight, I think, of the ride. I think the Helix is the best part in Thunderation, for sure. Alright, we'll get the footers down here. Oh, nice. Can you believe we're on episode 30 of this already? It's crazy. 30 episodes already into the Silver Dollar City series, recreation series. I'm still trying to keep it up regular on how many times I do this do episodes of these, because I really want to progress this really far. Like, I want it to go very, very far. Very, very far. Alright, so we got a couple more sections. We're really starting to get in there. Like, one thing I do think I need to do is raise the terrain up here. I noticed today that this track is actually literally, like, on the ground. Like, for real. But that's okay. We'll figure everything out for sure. We got this. Okay. I'm going to try and stay within times here. I'm going to try and add another section of catwalk. We're going to place it perfectly. Probably don't have to place too many more of these because it's actually not very far off. So we're going to do that. Tricky part is getting this exactly where it needs to be. Sometimes. Matter of getting the angle right, and then you have to line it up with the previous one. We're going to have to close these board pieces up as well in the future. Getting angles perfectly together. Alright, I think we're pretty good right there. Yeah. And then there's like a complete catwalk, like almost like pretty much through the entire Helix section. So that's what we're gonna do. Hey, what's up, Trent? Welcome. I don't know how long you've been here, but hey. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I'm gonna save again because I like to do a lot of saving. It's never bad to have a good habit of saving your games. Never a bad habit. Alright. I also got a positions Time Traveler's entrance right next to Thunderation because it's right next to Thunderation's entrance as well, so always be a tough thing. Will be a tough thing to accomplish. Could start building on the transfer room as well. I think I need to make there's actually a roof difference right here that I need to change as well that I have not yet done, so. Alright, and then we have Echo Hollow Theater being worked on over here. What we have to do work on is getting these all lined up together. All we gotta do is line them up behind each one. So to do that, you just have to duplicate. I'm actually going to start on this side. It's a lot easier because I have these guys that I can just move on over. I say it's easy, but... Okay. Work with me now. Just want to move you. And you've got to be even with this. Nice and easy. Actually move you back over there. That'll work. Darn amphitheater. Gotta be difficult with this. How was work today? If you had, I did have work, and it was pretty good. Didn't really do too much. We did a lot of mock evacuations. In other words, we went to a lot of different rides. There's actually more that we're going to be doing tomorrow, but we actually went around to all the rides and got evacuated all of them. It's part of the training during the off season where they stop the ride on the lift and they do it for training purposes to evacuate us from the lift in case if the situation arises, everyone is prepared to know what to do and what to do in those situations. So lots of fun. Are your evacs any different than Outlaw runs? Like anything special for Time Traveler? I'm talking about. So we didn't actually do any mock evacuations for Time Traveler because it's actually not ready for us yet, and they didn't really run it. So we have not did that. We did Outlaw Run today. We did Thunderation and Wildfire, which were a lot of fun to be a part of. And then tomorrow's Fire in the Hole, Powder Keg, and River Blast. That's right. So we get to go be a part of those mock evacuations, which is always fun. And we may or may not partake in those because we might be running the ride tomorrow at TT. So that's exciting. If I had to rank your favorite rides to work at, what order would they be? Well, I've only worked. This is only Time Traveler is only the second coaster I've ever, or second ride I've ever worked. So the only rides I've worked at is Outlaw Run and Time Traveler. So ranking the two, I would say Time Traveler is a lot funner to work at. Even though I've only worked at it like once or twice, actually twice. I've only done it twice. I've only got to work it twice. And we're going to have a long week because we have a lot of training to do in such a little amount of time. So, because we open up in exactly a week now. A week from today, SDC will be opening. So I would definitely rank Time Traveler first and Outlaw Run second. It's only two rides I've ever worked at, so it's really like hard to say. View over. If you had to ride in the whole world If you had one ride in the whole world you could work besides any SDC, what would it be and why? Good question. I feel like it'd be at something at Cedar Point or something. Maybe even... No, maybe Dollywood. I don't know. Hit me with a tough one here. Which ride would I work? That's a good question. Probably... I feel like it would be Maverick at Cedar Point. That one seems like it'd be so fun to work at. Every time we were there, it was a lot of fun. One, because it's the favorite coaster I've ever been on. And that would definitely be one of the big reasons. And two, it just looked like it was a fun ride to actually be a part of for the workers anyways. I observe a lot of like the workers and stuff when I'm at parks and stuff, so it makes a difference for me. Why can't I select you? Come on. You're gonna give me this diagonal poop. Hate this diagonal poopy stuff. I don't know. Maverick just seems like it would be a lot of fun. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of fun there, I could tell. When I was there, the workers seemed like they loved what they were doing, so I thought it was really nice. At least when I went. You can have so much fun. So, Raptor's crew is like one of the most famous ride crews. Well, I've heard a lot about them. I'm sure it changes a lot too. Like I know at STC, our crews change like every single season. Like you get a lot of returners to the same ride, but a lot of people get moved around, which sometimes can suck. But like for instance, I was at Outlaw Run for 5 years before I finally have moved on to bigger and better things. Ah, we've almost reached the end of this. By the way, if you guys haven't already, be sure to go follow Sapphire Jess on her channel. She's going to be doing a lot more here pretty soon. I know she's been inactive the last couple days, but her wrist has really been bothering her, and it's been affecting her abilities. So if you could go show her some support, because I know she needs some motivation. For sure. She needs to get up to 50 followers before we can start cheering on her channel. So I just want to support her as much as I can. So if you haven't already followed her, be sure. She has 10 followers right now, and she like doubled her followers in her first stream. So we need to get her up to 50 so she can become an affiliate on Twitch. And then that way she'll feel more motivated to actually do it. And she said she most likely will stream tomorrow. Because I told her, I'm like, if you don't stream tonight, I'll stream tonight. And if you stream, I'll go mod yours. So we're kind of like a package deal, in a way. Love to work on Steel Vengeance. That would be great, but I've worked on RMCs. I've worked at Outlaw Run, and it can be a pain in the butt. Unless the new restraint system is, like the new trains, apparently, that they have now, are better. And more automatic, because I'll tell you what, working on RMC is actually a lot of hard work. At least, I don't know how the new trains are going to be on, like, Steel Vengeance and stuff, but they're hard work, because the thing is, on your panel, it says every time the train comes in, every single lap bar has to come up. And those lap restraints are stinking heavy, and if you've ever, you know what I'm talking about if you've ever ridden an RMC. Those restraints are really heavy. And we have to lift those lap bars every single time. So you can imagine like the slow days absolutely take a crap ton out of you. That's one thing I really hated about working at an RMC. Fun ride, of course. Fun ride. But that part is the one part I'm not gonna miss for sure. Is lifting up those lap restraints. So one crappy part about working at Outlaw Run. It's a very physically demanding ride. But I worked there for 5 years, so. But I still had a ton of fun on it. There's a photo online of the trains. It's not of their restraints, but the side of them. I did see that. They look really nice of what you can see. I saw the one, I believe is the Blackjack train. But I did see those. They're looking really good. But I have to say, like, Mock Rides has done an amazing job with Time Traveler, and the awesome technology that is on them is just ridiculous. Like, not having to physically check lap restraints is weird. It's, like, really weird to see a train check itself. I don't know if I've told you guys, but we literally don't check restraints. I mean, we do check them, but we don't physically check them ourselves. Like, the train literally checks itself. We push a button, and you can see the lap bars push up, putting pressure on the bars, trying to raise them up. It's very interesting. And if it fails to do that, it's not going to let us go. So it has to reach a certain 40 bars of pressure, which I don't know exactly how much pressure that is, before it actually starts checking. And it checks it for like 5 seconds. So it has to set that 40 bars for 5 seconds before it will allow us to actually do anything else and do the final lock and get ready to dispatch. So it's a very advanced system. The bars come up by themselves. The bars come down by themselves. It's really, really interesting. Yeah, this is looking good. I kind of want to prep this area up just a pinch for this backstage area. That way this can all start to get a little bit shaped up a little bit. Come on. I don't want this in here. Ah! Get out of here. I'll do it myself. So back here is where actually first aid is, the employee lounge, fun fact, and a back walkway that they actually open up to guests if we're having a very crowded day. They will actually open this up as a secondary entrance sometimes. And it's actually, it goes back by the cave. So the cave's over here. It connects with the hospitality house. It's really cool. There's really, really cool stuff. But I'm going to start prepping this land up to do that. I still didn't get a picture of the dang funnel cake stand right here. That's like one of the, like the only building I haven't built over here still. Shame on me. I just need the funnel cake stand. We need a funnel cake stand. We don't have funnel cakes in the game, but I'm going to make the funnel cake stand at least. Yeah, but pretty much back here is the costume shop where the employees get their costume, the employee lounge, and first aid, which is accessible to guests, of course. This is where our first aid station is. It's back here. So we're going to prep this area up just a pinch to kind of fit in. And I really would love to get started on the cave too. Now that I know how the light thing works, I never realized that. I can actually make the cave a little bit. It'll make the cave making just a little bit easier, a lot easier. So not a little bit easier, a lot easier. Alright, I'm going to get this terrain kind of smoothed out as smooth as I possibly can. That way it'll make this just a little bit easier to work with. And there's a little bit of a hill coming back up to this spot up here. Because again, I still want to build like the backstage areas and stuff as well. I think that would be really fun and cool. At least a lot of the backstage areas. I might not get all of them, but at least the ones I'm very familiar with. Again, this is a backstage area, but at the same time it's not, because guests do get access to this area sometimes when, again, on crowded days and stuff, because they do use this as a secondary entrance, and you enter kind of like on the side of the park. It's kind of weird, but it's really neat. One thing I really want to get going, though, is definitely getting the hospitality house built up and really getting this inside area going as well. This is another part that I kind of wanted to push to get finished along with all this. That way I can get, like, literally this whole chunk of the park area kind of in a finished state. It's going to take some time to get there, but I think we have enough. We'll be good. And again, with all that in mind, we have pretty much the Outlaw Run section pretty much all done as well, for the most part, once we get back there. I'm very excited to get, like, to other coasters as well, like Powder Keg, Wildfire. Got bits? I do now, thanks to you. Thanks so much for the 60 bits. I have bits now. Thanks for starting it off. I was getting a little worried. Thanks so much for those 60 bits. I appreciate it, man. I've been setting the bit goal at 2,000. I think that's a pretty good goal to hit, because I feel like we can hit that. We don't hit it every time, which is okay, but alright, we're going to make this all smooth, because that way when we kind of get our pathway going back here, it'll be a lot easier to kind of manage and everything. There's a little parking lot on the side here. I don't think we'll build it, but we might, if we have enough space, we might just start it. That way it exists. But we'll see. I'm going to turn the intensity down just a little bit. I'm going to try to get, kind of depump all these bumps and everything. We're going to make a flat surface, though, for the pathway when we do get there. But man, I appreciate those 60 bits, though. Thank you so much. We're doing really good this month. And I'm hoping, like, my subscribers resubscribe to the channel, too. That's something I'm hoping. If you get a really good streak going, it's always an accomplishment on subs. I think I got a couple. I don't understand exactly how that works, but whatever. Subscribe. I should do a lot more interactive stuff, but I just want to get a lot of this done. I wish I could figure out a better way to have, like, a lot of more, with, like, streams like this, have more interaction to subscribers and bits and all that stuff. I'm trying to promote, like, possibly, like, get me to this many bits and you get a free ride. Like, every 100 bits we'll do a POV or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. We're at 60 right now. Maybe that's something I'll start. Every 100 bits we'll ride a ride in the park. That's a good way to start, right? Alright, just really starting to shape this up. Once we get all those, there's quite a few buildings that are in between here too, so I hope goes the way I'm hoping. Alright. Don't want to go too far down here, so we're going to do flatten to surface. I'm going to use a little bit of a smaller piece here. I don't want to go too extreme. But we'll really get this kind of established. That way we can get some paths on here and really kind of get it started. Then we'll smooth it out afterwards. So you go over here and then this pathway kind of leads over to the right here, of course. I gotta leave enough space for, like, these buildings and stuff that are right by Thunderation. Gotta fit them in there, so. And then this will connect with, like, the cave and everything. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do a full scale of the cave just yet. I might do as much as I can. I don't know the whole layout of the cave very well. But I'll do whatever I can to try and get as much in there as I can. That way it exists. I'll definitely do, like, the main big room for sure. But I know the cave kind of goes way off in the distance over here, and then you have the little cable train that takes you back up here, and you exit through the hospitality house on this side. So it's definitely an interesting thing. I might not be able to fit the entire cave in, but at least the aesthetic of it will still be there. So it exists. I'll pretty much put it that way. Alright, that's going to smooth out fairly nicely. Alright, there. And I think we're pretty much good to get a path going here. I'm going to push the smooth tool right at the start here. That way we have a good, clean place to start here. We go with the asphalt paths. We'll get rid of everything on it. Get rid of that angle snap. Oh, there. Keep it hugged up against candy shop. And then we'll actually edit off the candy shop. The candy factory, rather. Ooh, I don't know if I have a picture of this. A reference photo of this. I might. I don't know if I got a picture of this. So I might hold off on this. It's very simple, but if I don't have a picture of it, I might just wait on it. Just might wait on it. Which is okay if that's the case. Yeah, I don't think I have a picture of this. I don't. That's okay. I'll mark it on my list of reference photos to get next. Because it's got the big sign over the cross that. And then the funnel cake stand is literally on the other side of this pathway. So that's how that works. Alright, I feel good. I'm feeling good. Let's go back to Thunderation for a bit. Feeling pretty confident in that area. Oh. It hasn't even been a full hour yet. I figured we'd already be in that hour. Hit that hour mark, but I guess we haven't. I feel like we have, but we have not. I really want to make progress on Thunderation here. Like, a lot. A lot. Some new progress I can actually make in Time Traveler. I don't know how well it'll work, but we'll see. I'm thinking about redoing the building on Time Traveler so I can fit the queue line in there a little bit better. It's the one thing I'm kind of fearful about of how that is all gonna work. Because I cannot fit the queue line properly inside of it. At least the accurate layout of it. Alrighty. Let's get you kind of positioned where you need to go. Excellent. Notice we've had a pretty dead chat throughout this live stream, which is interesting. No one's talking. Of course, I don't have that many viewers tonight. But that's okay. My gosh, look at Time Traveler's footer there. I don't think that's real in real life. That's a little inaccurate. Again, when you're making recreations, I think it literally is impossible to get everything the most 100% perfect in the world, but that's okay. Because it's not possible to do the entire, to get the entire thing 100% like accurate. But my goodness, I'm going to get as close to perfection as I can on this. Like, that's my absolute goal with this. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. If it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Alright, we got another section done on those supports. Alright. Let's do a little bit of a TT here. Time Traveler. Panel's facing the wrong way. It's actually facing towards the trains, but we're gonna have to manage, I guess. Let's see. I need something like blank to make this the way I need to. I guess I can just use wall pieces. That's something I can do. Just might have to. Ba-ba-bum, bum, bum. Oh, not that piece. I actually need to recolor these before I get too far. There we go. That's a big op booth, by the way, too. I actually probably could use a full piece on this, now that I'm looking at it now. Like, it's a pretty big op booth. The op booth is huge. Was gonna use a half piece, but this should get the, yeah. For sure, right there. Okay, so there's a nice, really nice, cool trim. I'm gonna try and use this. on each side if I can. I might change the color of those still. That might be something I do. Because it's not dark enough. Alright. Put you on this side. Like the op booth looks so cool. In real life. Alright, and then it has horizontal sections as well that we're going to want to put in. You're getting an exclusive look at this stuff, by the way, guys. At least my if my recreation skills are accurate enough. I'm going to try and show you what the dock of Time Traveler looks like without showing it in real life. Of what the actual thing looks like. You need to be practically black, yeah. Crap, I should have had this all done. Haha, I got you. Just trying to recolor stuff. That's all we're doing. Alright, now I need to find the pipe. Because we're going to have to put some awesome bolts. Well, these bolts are a different color, but I'm going to have to use these because it's all I have. How's that look? Not good enough. Right. I need to use it on the other side. I need to do it like this. No, we don't. We need to use it like this. That will give us the effect. Yeah. That's what we want. No joke. This is how it looks so far. I mean, in a way. Not exact, but it's got like these really cool bolts and everything. It's looking really sharp. In the out booth. It looks so steampunky and cool. I'm so excited. Just wait till I get to the fun part. I'm like really excited to show you guys. Like the best part. Gotta make you the same height. Like you have no idea how excited I am to show you guys. Alright, gotta get this side done, and then we can move on to a really fun part that I'm really looking forward to. And I think you guys are gonna like it too. Like, the theming of the ride is so good. They're doing such a cool job theming stuff. Like, you can definitely see a lot of steampunk kind of style. For sure. Alright, I'm gonna fix these up just a little bit in a minute, but I don't care if these are perfectly straight. Oh my gosh, place. There you go. This one, however, is really bugging me. And I can't click on it, of course. Imagine that. See if it'll let me click on it now. so hard to click on stuff sometimes. Even though you're clicking right on it. Aha, I gotcha. Alright, that's a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, that actually looks pretty accurate. For the most part. Alright, and here's one of the fun parts that I'm excited for. You know what I have to look up? Gears. And I need a gold gear. Oh gosh, this is... come on. Work with me, camera. Oh man, thanks so much, Freemasons, for the 80 bits. I appreciate it. Awesome. Can we hit the goal in this stream? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Man, I can't line these up perfectly just because there's no train. The trains aren't the spinning cars. Alright, I need this centered, though, on the track, however. You guys are going to love this, because you're kind of, in a way, getting a sneak peek of what this is going to look like in real life, kind of. Your bits from the other day, but I appreciate that, Masons. Thank you so much. Man, say Ghosteria, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. We're only 20 followers away from hitting our 250 goal. Nice. Glad you're enjoying the content. Thanks so much for that follow. Okay, so there are a total of 4 of these because each one hovers over each car. Ooh, I can't remember if the smaller gears go on top or below. I think they were below. I legitimately can't remember. Now this one, there's one gear that's kind of got that copper color going on. For whatever reason, they wanted to make it a different color, and the rest are like the gold color. It's kind of funny. Same with the gears. They have like one copper one and then one gold one. Or the smaller gears, rather. Alright, I believe they're in front like this. If I remember correctly. I only got to see it today, so I'm trying to remember if they're different in real life, I will change it. But it's just like right underneath. Kind of like so. And these, mind you, will actually rotate. In this and in real life. And this is only the first part. This is like the really cool feature in the station, but there's actually a really, really neat part after this. I can't wait to show you guys either. Hope this turns out cool. And let me tell you, lights are going to be a really cool thing too. Lighting. I'm going to put that out there too. Now, I don't know what color these are going to be just yet. I haven't seen anything in action at all, so... But these lights are hanging underneath. Such a cool thing, though. Like, I love this so much. Okay, so... I gotta shape this up. This is gonna be. I might be able to use this. That's kind of a weird. It's not flat enough. Ah! This will work better. Actually, this will be perfect. I actually want to select this color to be... Let me go nighttime real quick. So I need like a certain blue color. Debating whether I want to use this light or a different light. Hold on. This light might actually work better because it's kind of more of a spotlight. So I'm wondering if I can fit this in there. Because I want to, you want this pretty much facing inside the train. Yeah, that's not going to fit in there. That's the only problem. What about a floodlight? Those are really big though, yeah. We'll just stick with this one. We'll just stick with this one. Ah, now I gotta center everything up again. Now this is also hanging from a bit just right here. I'm gonna lower this down to where it's shining through like that. And then I'm gonna select this, do control, and we're going to use this and change it to a white color. It's going to be a slight inaccuracy, but that's okay. You won't even notice. I promise. Now I gotta figure out a piece that will connect these two here. It's just like a little tiny thing connecting those, so I just need to find something kind of smaller. Just anything I can find. I do have one last resort piece, I think. Maybe. I need something short, though. And the art shapes are too large. I need something smaller than that to work. Hi, it's been so long since we've worked on my park. Since you've worked on your park. I know the feeling on some of my parks. I definitely have that feeling. Quite a bit. I gotta find a piece. I'm just gonna keep scrolling until I find something that will work properly. That I think will work. I need something short. See, something like that would work if it was shorter. Wait a minute. Actually, it might not have to be so short. Just because I'm going to put another piece up there that's going to actually cover this up, so this might actually work out okay. Hold on. Hold on. Heck yeah. Is that centered? It's pretty close if it's not. Just a question, considering subscribing, is there going to be anything for subscribers this month? Just so I get something out of it. Yeah, I definitely, one thing I do want to get, for sure, we will hit the community park again. So subscribers get, like, extra choices in that, or get exclusive things to do in that. So, yes, if you in the next, because it's a subscription for 30 days, I will say, I am going to say yes on that. And it has been too long, so that is definitely something I will be doing. Just so you know. There will be more interactive stuff this month. As long as you're present. Just trying to get my money's worth if I do it, yeah. See, it's also a way to support a channel as well. So it's not just like being interactive, but it's also a way to support the channel. So, but I understand what you mean for sure. You know, it's nice to have a reason to subscribe. I do agree with you on that. I might change the color of this just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. If I do it this way, I might be able to get it without having to select too much. Of course, it's not even selecting it. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Oh, apparently I wasn't on the same building. I just want to be able to copy you. Of course, it's not going to be... Of course, it's going to pull that crap on me. This diagonal crap. Oh, it's so annoying. I really am trying to find more interactive things I can do on the channel, so I'm also open for any ideas for subscribers as well. You know, if you know what I mean. Well, like a lot of channels, when they get really big to where you can't even read the chat anymore, they'll do subscriber-only chat sometimes. And that's another possibility way down the line in the future if, you know, the chat just becomes unreadable. That's something I would consider. I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon, obviously. But that's after you get... You don't only have to do that after you get, like, hundreds of thousands of views at once, which we're way, way far from that. Oh, gosh. But there will be more new perks coming up, so... I also want to celebrate the people that subscribe multiple months in a row, because you can create a streak of how many times you subscribe in a row. I've seen people subscribe to channels for years. You could do something like, if you subscribe for a month's end, on end you could get merch or something, payments for subs, could help pay for merch. See, the only thing like that is that could get a little costly to me, because... It's a little expensive because I only get half the revenue from those subscriptions. So, and then the merch is just very expensive. Like, the merch isn't very cheap. I'll admit that. The merch actually is not very cheap, so. I mean, I could maybe, the only thing I could think of merch, if maybe, like, if you hit every year that you're subscribed, like... If you subscribe 12 months in a row, maybe you get something, or something like that, but... Different things like that are definitely options I'm considering. I'm just trying to come up with other things. Certain streams are built more on the interaction for subscribers and stuff, so... I definitely will be coming back to some interactive streams, so... just keep that in mind. I do plan on doing more interactive streams and stuff. Alright, this is kind of an idea that you can expect for Time Traveler in a way. It's not super accurate. It's accurate, but it's not accurate at the same time. But yeah, for like subscriptions, Twitch gets half of that revenue, and then I get the other half. So if it's like a $5 subscription, I only get $2.50 of that. So I've always preferred bits, in my opinion, because I do get all the revenue from bits. But I do still encourage people to subscribe and to give you a reason to subscribe as well. And I also want to do more interactive stuff with like bits. Say if you cheer 100 bits, I'll do this. Like I was talking about earlier in the stream, if someone cheers 100 bits, I'll ride any ride of your choice or something like that. And that's how we can do POVs from now on or something. Really give power to you guys. In a way. But I'm still experimenting with subscribers of what I can do for subs and everything, so because I want to make it for a reason for you guys to subscribe and not just subscribe because of the heck of it. I mean, you can do it to support the channel, of course, but it's different. It's weird. Yeah, I'm still trying to come up with really fun interactive ways for like subscribers and stuff. So I would almost say we're kind of in a beta stage trying to figure it all out at the moment. Okay. I don't want to create the connections there. That's going to be not the funnest thing in the world. So let's do the fences real quick. Already building. Let's go with it's the metal walkway that I want to use because it will work the best. Excuse me. The freeform piece, not that one. So it's under scenery. I plan on staying. So well, thank you so much, Trent. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you get a really good streak, like if you're subscribed like maybe a year, I might do something special for that. Like if you stay subscribed for an entire year, because it lets you know like lets me know how many months you've been subscribed. You know, Silverette and Delay Designer have been very quiet on Planko recently. I have noticed that quite a bit. You know, I know they're probably busy with stuff, but that's kind of been like bothering me. I wouldn't say bothering me, but it's kind of like upset me kind of. I'm just like, man, they're not really active lately. It's kind of making me go, man, in a way. Because they're really good creators, and I know they're all busy doing their stuff, but still, you get those moments where you're just kind of like, man, I wish they would do more stuff sometimes. Alright, so you have like 2 exit gates here. This is how it works. And then this is kind of one of the big pieces that I should have took a picture of this so I had a reference, but it's gonna be really cool. Like, no joke, this is gonna be like, this is one of the coolest parts in the station, is the actual exit gate. I don't demand anything from them, but I love their stuff and I'd love to see more. That's true. That's one thing I've, like, tried to stay more consistent on my channel and posting and stuff. I try not to do more than a week of inactivity at the most, and even that sometimes I feel like is too much inactivity for me personally, but oh, I don't know how I'm going to make this. Okay, so what I'm trying to build... Do you guys like hugs? I like giving hugs. Well, I like giving hugs too. Hugs! Come on, guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Hugs. Open the arms. Bring in the hugs. Man, I still don't know what I'm going to do for this. This is like one of the coolest parts. And I should have took a picture. I'm going to take a picture tomorrow, for sure. I got to take a picture of this tomorrow, for sure. I can't show it off until, of course, the ride's open, but I'm not technically showing this off, you know, because it could be inaccurate, so I'm visually trying to show you what the station's going to be like, though. I love how, I think my op booth turned out pretty good. It's a little bit higher, but, aw, Trent, thanks so much for those 100 bits. I appreciate it, man. I ask you, which ride do you want to ride? with that. You can ride Time Traveler or Thunderation since that's all we have right now. Or the Giant Barn Swing or Outlaw Run. Those are your 4 different choices. I think I'm going to start doing that. Every time someone cheers 100 or more, I'm going to give them the option of what ride they want to see the POV of. What do you want to ride, Trent? You've probably seen some of these, but we got Time Traveler, Thunderation, Giant Barn Swing, or Outlaw Run, which is underground at the moment. Thunderation, okay, very good choice. Even though it's not complete, we'll take a ride on Thunderation. Honestly, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, that's cool then. That works. Let's do front bumper because the thing kind of gets in the way sometimes. Did I press test on this? I think I did. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to do front bumper because the thing gets it. I think 100 plus bits is a good goal for a POV. I think it's a good thing. Because I don't usually give out POVs, so... I mean, this one I don't really mind as much. But... I changed the friction on this to where I think it's just where I want it to be. And I still might be doing some track adjustments on a lot of rides still, so... Nothing you ever see is final, and I'm always going to be looking to adjust stuff to make it more accurate. I need to work on the tunnel more on this, though. Just a little bit. Ooh, I need to smooth that section out just a pinch, too. I actually got to ride Thunderation today for the first time this year, and Outlaw Run as well. And Wildfire. Because we did mock evacuations on those. Outlaw Run, I had to actually help them out, so. Ah, we're under the ground. Ah, Trent, thanks for another 200 bits. Thanks, buddy. Awesome. Do you want to ride another one? You can choose to ride another one if you want. If you want. You know, we can ride Time Traveler, Outlaw Runner, Barn Swing within the world. But that's up to you, buddy. Nice to see all the bits coming in. We're working it up. I have a 2,000 goal. I think that's going to be my goal from now on. It's pretty good. Like, it's a pretty decent goal to have on stream bits. Outlaw Run. Okay, so Outlaw Run, I will give fair warning that I'm probably going to be redoing the track on that one. Been a while, true. Oh gosh, this is slow. But, again, I probably will be redoing the track on Outlaw Run, so I'm going to be redoing that out, because the barrel roll is just unbearable. Unbearable. And there's a couple inaccuracies on it that I just kind of want to fix. I might not redo the whole thing. I might just fix the sections that do need to be fixed. So that's Thunderation in its current state. Lots of details still to go. Okay, real quick before we ride Outlaw Run. You're so funny. Ah, thank you. I'm just going to adjust the terrain over here so it's not all underground. That way it's somewhat enjoyable. I'm not going to do an accurate... this isn't accurate by no means on terrain, but I just kind of have it plopped down over here at the moment. Because once we get it, we're going to fit it into the area once we get it, so... There we go. Here we go. Oh gosh, where the... Oh yeah, I got some of the scenery kind of messed up right now. So just kind of ignore that at the moment. Because everything's not placed in the correct spot just yet, so... Here we go, Outlaw Run. It's pretty accurate for the most part, but there's some inaccuracies that just kind of bug me that I need to fix. And I built it quite a long time ago before a lot of updates, so... No. It's a little rough around the edges on some points. 153 degree outside bank turn. And you got the hop to the right. It's pretty good, though. I think I did a pretty good job on here. And this is where the photo section is. And you bank heavily under the lift. Then you have the wave turn, one of my favorite parts of the ride. Another quick hop, a bend to the right, and then you got the double barrel roll, which, again, this isn't very great. It's not too bad on the bumper cam, but... And it kind of slugs through it. I might have to change the friction on this one just a little bit. Does anyone know then the details for the 2019 Carowinds project? I've been hearing a lot of rumors, but I don't know many details on it, so... There's Outlaw Run in its current state. It's pretty good. Like, I'm pretty proud of it, and then... This isn't all aligned at the moment, so it's kind of eh. I'm very proud of how the star turned out, though. Outlaw Run star. One of my favorites. But we'll get that placed properly once we get to that section of the park. We have the giant barn swing as well. And this was not made by me. This is actually a blueprint on the workshop that was really well done. So I think I'm going to use it, but I'm going to alter it a little bit to where it's a little bit more accurate. So still really good. Like, they did a really good job. Like, there's a couple of things I kind of want to change in it, just a pinch. Did you see the 2019 Dollywood project, though? I did. I'm actually very kind of upset that someone leaked it, though. I know it's fun to see what they have planned, but, you know, when someone leaks stuff, it just kind of ruins the fun of, you know, the fun of announcements and stuff. Because you already know what's coming, you know. I know that not every detail got announced of it, but still, it's just kind of like, really? Someone had to go and do that? Just kind of ruins it for everyone, in my opinion. But very interesting, though. At least there's a roller coaster going in. I mean, it's a family coaster, but most likely. A Vekoma suspended. Cough, cough, Cedar Point. Cough, 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 cough. Yeah, because I think, like, wasn't it, like, Valraven that got complete... Yeah, the Valraven leaking was awful and ruined it, yeah. That's true. Valraven was just, like... Everyone knew exactly. They knew the name, pretty much, the layout. They knew everything about it. I think Outlaw Run's layout got leaked before it was announced, but it wasn't, like... a ton of months before it was announced. It was like a month or two before it was announced. The layout got leaked. We knew it was RMC, and we knew it was probably going to go upside down, but I think I remember seeing it online, and I was like, man. And then when the announcement came, I already knew what it was. Your Outlaw Run layout is pretty good. I built a mirrored version of Wildfire RMC in Sweden in my park. That's cool. Yeah, it is pretty, I'd say the Outlaw Run is it's actually very accurate, especially like the scenery, because I got so many reference photos for that. I also have like a lot of the audio that goes in that area as well. Very good. It's nice to have access to that stuff. It'll all be really good, though. I'm very excited. Like, I'll be so happy the day I get this pretty much done. I'll always be updating it to what the park actually does. So if the park adds a new ride or does something, I'm going to try and keep it up to date. So, for instance, we got Time Traveler. Of course, that had to be in here. I've been working on this recreation for over a year already. But I haven't been active enough on it lately, and I'm trying to stay active on it to where the progress, I'll get a lot more progress done in the future, so. Because, to be honest, being working on this for over a year already, I feel like this isn't enough done in that year. I mean, we're only 30 episodes in, and that's not enough to me. People say on Carowinds Connection that they have the 29 coaster will be a ground-up RMC. I would love it to be true, but it's a stretch. That's probably true. True that it's a stretch. Just uploaded the final installment for now of New Valley. with all the coaster lights and the lights of the paths. Honestly love it, and it is now a great night park. Could always be improved, but still love it. So I definitely have to check it out. I still haven't checked it out. I don't know why I haven't checked it out. I love New Valley. You're doing a good job on that, Trent. Absolutely. And I can't wait to see the final product. I'm so excited now. Maybe I kind of want to wait till maybe like another showcase video. Or stream or so. Okay, I want to try and do something here. At least something in place. If it's not accurate, I can change it later, but I want this piece. We need it pretty much gray. Actually, it's more like a cream color of brick. Kind of like that. I'll go with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to place... There's like these little wall sections here. Kind of like these little man-made... they made like these little man-made pieces here on the drop. To kind of make... I think they dug a hole and made it deeper for the terrain so they can fit the drop in a little bit better. I think that's what they did. I mean, these walls here, there's like a couple of walls. All right, we'll just adjust the terrain. To where that fits in. So we'll just have very small intensity and size. Push that out of the way. Oh, didn't want you to do that. We need to keep that texture. Don't change my texture. We need sampled. Yeah. Kind of like so. There we go, that'll work for now. Alright, we're going to do something similar. There's actually 2 sets of walls like this. There's like one down here as well. In a similar fashion. So we're going to add that. Slowly but surely adding like all the details around the rides. Like this. Kieran's is putting in a hotel? Is that what it is that they're doing? A hotel? Alright, we're still unsampled like we want. Kind of want these to fit around these pieces as best as they can. So like these edges I want kind of closed in like that. Yeah. Do the same thing on this. Kind of close the gaps. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's pretty accurate. Taking early from the site, Currents will be breaking ground on a new hotel this spring. I have a hotel right next to there, and it's nice, I'd say, every time I go. Surprised Silverado City doesn't have like a resort built on park yet. Maybe that's something they're going to do in the future. Who knows? For like SDC. Ah, I'm so excited. Like, legit excited for stuff. 2018 needs to be here already. It is, well, I mean, 2018's here, but I need, you know, other stuff, like, parks to be open already. I have a week left. I can't wait another darn week. That's too long. Still need to make a... I don't want to do too much in the building because I think I might end up like kind of reconstructing some of it so it fits the queue line better. So I'm trying my best to try and stay away from it for a while. Because I want to be able to fit the queue line in there properly. Echo Hollow is going to go right here when we're done. When we get to that. Anyways. Okay, Thunderation. Let's do a little more on you. Gotta finish its queue line up a little bit. Make sure it gets all finished and done and all that fun stuff. Definitely kind of hard to do that properly. But we're going hardcore. We gotta get this these here custom supports all done. Trying to get more and more on that. Interesting. Oh. Been live for nearly 2 hours. I don't know if we're gonna go quite 3 hours on the stream or not. Might be a kind of a shorter SDC stream tonight, but because I gotta work in the morning and it's gonna be an important day tomorrow, so I don't want to stay up too late. As much as I would love to. Alright, we're starting to go back down now. Glad we're starting to get into the Helix, finally. Right? We're in the Helix already. Finally. Finally in the Helix. The best part of the ride, of course. Alright, hit at you. I'm gonna be honest, this is like, I think Thunderation is like one of the best mine trains out there, if not the best. In my opinion. It is actually really good. I really like mine train coasters. I mean, they're not super big or intense or anything. They're more like family coasters, but they're really fun. Alright, I gotta take care of these guys. Why did I have to go so much into detail? One more for this. For now. I'm going to adjust you a little bit because you're a little crooked. There you go. There we go. We're cooking now. Kicking up a storm. Alright, move you up. I want to pay attention to these, but at the same time, I try to speed things up because I don't want to focus too much on these because it's one of those smaller details that is going to be there, but it's not one of those that you're going to pay as much attention to, so I kind of speed through it just a pinch. Not like speed through it, but if you catch the drift. Look at that, Thunderation's coming together. I know I deleted a lot of the trees over here because I had to readjust Thunderation's turn over here. We're just going to repopulate that. Alright, line to surface is on. Not on my watch. Alright, let's try and fill this back up a little bit. It's actually a road right over here that you can actually see, but again, since we're on the edge of the world, I kind of want to shield this up so you don't really see it, like when you're on the ride and stuff. Try and complete this up a little bit. Kind of back to the state that we used to have it in. Everything will hopefully start fitting together. At least that's the hopes. So we got the bushes coming in too. I just kind of want to make this look like trees kind of filling up the area to shield this giant hill as best as I can. So just a heads up, I am probably going to be working, not probably, I am going to be working every single day until we open up on the 14th, so, and I'll still be working because, you know, we'll be open then, and then my next day off will be when the park's closed. So my next day off is not until the park's closed after opening, if that makes sense. So I think my next day off will be the Monday after we open. So I'm going to be working for quite a few days straight. More than a week, actually, now that I think about it. So I'm going to try and stay as active as I can. Again, I'm going to try and get on when I get home a couple times. Might not be streaming every single night. Just kind of depends. But, so I'm not going to have, like, any early streams for at least another week and a half or two or more. So, just so you guys know, and just keep that aware. And if it's inconvenient for some people, I apologize, but it's the only way I can kind of schedule it around me, the way I can, so just kind of how it goes. Alright, I'm going to do another section here, just because we need to get move on TNT. We dynamite. TNT. Now win that fight. TNT. Alright. Oh, that is the incorrect angle. I still got to do like all the custom catwalks as well, because there's like a catwalk that goes all the way around this helix at the same time. So that's something we're gonna have to look out for. Alright. Constantly changing these up. Might have to go soon. I have 9:30 class tomorrow morning. Sorry about the whole Carowin stuff. Just a bit concerned. Don't worry about it. Stuff will be okay. See, I have to... See, I might be going soon myself, because I have to work at 9 o'clock tomorrow in the morning. I don't know if you're in the same time zone as me, but, yeah. I think we've made quite a bit of progress on these custom supports today. Because when we started, we were way back here, so... We've covered a decent amount of track today. Tonight. One of the main focuses today. I need to stop neglecting the square, too. Because we need to work on the square. On Eastern, some at different times. So that's true. So for me right now, it is 9:50 at night. For me. Now, I hope I'm going to be able to stream as much as I am now, even when work starts up. The streams might not be as long, unfortunately, so I might not have very long streams. Like, you're going to be probably expecting 2-hour streams, maybe 3 at the most. Just because I might not have too much time to stream. So, I hope everyone just kind of keeps that in mind. That, because it's going to be kind of later at night sometimes, just because, you know, working at a new ride, even after closing, we have to run out our line, which could still be another hour or so sometimes. Because we don't know how it's going to turn out. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting thing when it all happens, when it's all said and done. We're going to save. Saving. I'd also understand if you did shorter streams or took a break. Yeah, again, I might not be streaming like every single day, but I'm going to try and at least do 4 to 5 times a week after the work starts back up. That's my goal anyways, to try and have the majority of the week with streams, so, because I still want to keep making content as much as possible. So you're going to be seeing a lot of SDC and Time City a lot. So those are the 2 series you're going to be seeing frequently. You know, and then probably Golden Valley will pop in every so often. I know a lot of people want to see another Golden Valley episode. A lot of people love Golden Valley. I love Golden Valley as well, so I'm going to go for the night. I hope I can catch another stream soon. Well, thanks so much for joining. You seem to be at a lot of streams, Mason, so have a great night, and make sure you have a cooler tomorrow as well. Okay, just make sure it's awesome. It's gonna be cool when it's all done. I'm so excited. Much as I am excited for the season to start, I'm also excited to see this unfold too, eventually. Probably just going to mainly focus a lot on Thunderation supports, probably the most of this rest of the stream, so it'll probably only be a little over 2 hours long. Unfortunately, it'll be a shorter stream tonight because, again, I gotta get up in the morning. I am, however, gonna open my darn window because it's so hot in here. And there goes my... okay. I don't even think it's that cold outside, so it might not even help. My curtain fell off. Ah. Oh, it is kind of cool outside. Never mind, I can feel it. Oh, it's going to be nice in here now. I've got a lot of... I actually got the rest of my costume today from Costumes. I'm so excited. I got the vest and my pants. It was so cool. I didn't feel... I put them on earlier. Everything fits so nicely, so I'm pretty much ready. I just need my name tag now. Because we're going to have our own time traveler name tags. I hope I get to see a lot of you guys during this season. If you guys are going to be in the area at SDC, be sure to come say hi to me if you see me. I'll tell you what, after opening day, I'm probably going to have a long... I'm going to have a long experience stream. I'm going to be talking all about it. On how stuff went. Only giving out appropriate details, of course. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great season. Gonna have a busy season too. SDC actually broke records last year for attendance, mostly because of Christmas time. Christmas time was nuts this last season at SDC. There were so many people, mostly because of the Christmas lights for Christmas in Midtown, which was absolutely stunning, by the way. Those lights, extra lights they put in, were so good. I wouldn't be surprised if they do extra lights in the future again, because that brought in the crowds, I'll tell you what. And we actually broke record for attendance this season, or this last season. I feel like we're going to do more. Hello, hello, what's up, Outlaw 822? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Rotate that just a little bit. Just Outlaw, if you please. Okay, well, I'll just call you Outlaw then. I apologize. Outlaw. Outlaw is easier to say anyway, so I have no problem with that. Nice. Do another savey save. Man, I need to work a lot more on Echo Hollow, because Echo Hollow's theater is one of those parts that... It's one of those things I don't want to work on, but I know I need to get done. Just kind of like Thunderation's custom supports I'm doing. But it's going to look really good when it's done. Very excited. Ah, I wish we had... I requested on the forums that the Extreme Spinning Coaster by Makarides. I did say something on the forums about it, so I don't know if they'll see it, but kind of like my requests. That's really going to help out this recreation a lot. I hope they consider it eventually. I wonder when the next update for Planet Coaster is coming out, like the big next major update. That's one thing I'm kind of curious about. I feel like they've been kind of quiet lately. Most of their updates, they just come out of the blue too. Like we weren't expecting it. They just go boom, new update coming soon, which is always nice. So who knows? We might be having a new update next week for all we know. Who knows? I would like to see more like partnerships between them and parks and stuff. That's always fun. Like when they partnered with Cedar Point and did Steel Vengeance stuff. I like to see more of that kind of stuff go on. Maybe they'll partner with Six Flags one day and do some cool stuff, or that would be really neat. They need to partner with Silver Dollar City so I can get some more Silver Dollar City stuff and make my recreation easier. That's what they need to do. Partner with Silver Dollar City and Mock Rides and make Time Traveler available in the game with spinning coaster, launch spinning coaster. That's what we need. Like I really want the extreme spinning coaster. Really, really bad. How far along are you? So this is actually technically our 30th episode. And, we have a lot to do, and, if you didn't know me, I'm very slow at building, because I like to get stuff very precise and right, and sometimes I'll even do stuff the hard way sometimes. Even when it's unnecessary, but, to give you kind of an overview, they partner with Six Flags. Six Flags will slap Planet Coaster on every coaster like they do with all the other sponsors. It's true. So, so here's the entrance of Silver Dollar City. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'm very proud of this entrance area. You got the tickets over here, and this is where the trams actually drop off. This is temporary, by the way. I'm buying this tonight. Been dying to play. Watching all these people stream is driving me nuts. Absolutely, it's a great game, and I definitely highly recommend the DLC stuff as well if you have the extra cash. I like the Spooky Pack, the all the DLC for like the Monsters, the Back to the Future and stuff. They're not too expensive. The Adventure Pack is a must too. This is relaxing. Yes, it is. So, but we have this entrance area. It's still a work in progress, obviously. And this is going to be guest relations eventually, when I get around to it. Here's the entrance. This is the bag checks area. You have a great pass ahead of you, of course. Mostly interested in the Adventure Pack. Adventure Pack is, if you can only choose one, I would definitely highly recommend the Adventure Pack, unless you're trying to do some more horror stuff. If you're doing more horror or spooky stuff, you're going to definitely want to get the Spooky Pack. But if not, definitely, I think the Adventure Pack's a really good way to go if you have... if you can only choose one. So there's the Ozark Marketplace. This is going to be the bakery. It's still not done either. A lot of my buildings that I've started, I just kind of got the buildings started, but I haven't finished the buildings. I do that a lot to kind of get a perspective of where the building's going to go. And then we come back and kind of detail it later. So obviously, like the hospitality houses, haven't hardly done anything there. And then, of course, we have the main square that is currently being worked on at the moment. We have the buffet restaurant over here. We have Hannah's Ice Cream. This is the general store over here. And then this will lead down to, like, Grandfather's Mansion. And then we have this road. And if you do notice that we are actually doing the terraforming throughout the park as well. So that's going to be fun. We have Brown's Candy Factory. This is a jewelry store right here that we've been working on. And this is the Brown's actual candy shop. Never been to Silver Dollar City, Missouri. Never been to Silver Dollar City, Missouri. Right. If you're asking me, I go to Silver Dollar City every day because I actually work there. So, then you have the bridge. This is the one that you cross and you hear the horses. Sounds and everything. This is the blown glass factory. Again, a lot of unfinished buildings, but I placed them there. This is Hazel's Glass. That's where you buy the glass. I live by Cedar Point. That's awesome. I've been to Cedar Point twice. And I've gone the last 2 years in a row, so. Right around the corner. That's awesome. Definitely a good home park to have. But I love my home park of Silver City, so. And then we got Thunderation. I'm very proud of this sign, how it turned out. Of course, everything is still a work in progress here. The queue line's still a work in progress. Season passes every year. Of course, you definitely have to get season passes every year for that. And then, of course, Time Traveler, the new spinning coaster coming to Sword Art City this year. I would say I'm very close to this ride because, of course, I'm going to be working it this year. I'm very excited. So, I know a little bit of what's going in here. As you can tell, I actually have some of the theming-ish in the station. That's what we actually worked on earlier. There's actually going to be gears above the track. It's really cool. And then, of course, the operator's booth looks pretty amazing, too. It's really cool. If you're asking me what my favorite ride at Cedar Point is, my favorite ride at Cedar Point is Maverick, for sure. That's my favorite ride at Cedar Point, and my favorite ride, period, actually. Not just my favorite ride at Cedar Point, but my favorite ride that I've ever been on. Millennium followed closely, but I love Millennium as well a lot, but Maverick is still #1 for me. But I was blown away by Maverick when I rode it. I had lower expectations for it. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, so it kind of blew me away. And Millennium was good, you know. I don't know, I just like really love the intense rides, the rides that kind of whip you around, and Maverick does that really well. So that's one thing I love about Maverick. I mean, I love Giga Coasters too, but there's something about Maverick that just blew me away. That's why I like Outlaw Run. Okay, so anyways, that's that progress. I've also worked on other stuff. This is Echo Hollow Theater. This is actually right next to Time Traveler, but I'm working on it over here. Millennium is your favorite, so that's cool. Jess's favorite coaster is Millennium Force. And then I actually have been working on, we have Outlaw Run, of course, and everything's misaligned right here, so kind of ignore that at the moment. But everything's kind of misaligned at the moment over here because I actually worked on this in a different world, and I have to place it down as blueprints when we place it back in, so kind of a crappy-ish kind of thing, but that is how it's going to work. I'm very proud of how this is turned out so far, and but that's the Outlaw Run recreation so far. And again, stuff is not aligned properly right now, but will be aligned properly when we get it placed in. Once we get to the back part of the park, because Outlaw Run's in the back part of the park, we'll get that all squared off and fixed. One year, my wife and I were riding Gatekeeper on the 4th of July while the fireworks were going off, and got to watch the finale as we went up the lift hill. Never forget it. Such a great memory. Romantic even. That's awesome! I love, because we have, like, fireworks at SDC all the time during Moonlight Madness. So when you're, like, going... I love sending out... I used to work at Outlaw Run, but I work at Time Traveler now. But we would send people up the lift and during the grand finale of the fireworks, and it was always fun. Because you always see people looking behind them, looking at the fireworks. How about Wilderness Run, guys? HK Junior Gemini. Best Burger did the same thing, too. Could have been the same, right? Yes. But I want to get more of this done. I have a lot. Nothing like watching the finale upside down. I bet that's something. Certainly something. But yeah, I'm doing my best to do the terrain as accurate as possible, because if you know Silver Art City, it is anything but a flat park. So that is one huge challenge working on this recreation, is getting the terraforming rights and just all the hills for the in the pathway even, because there's a lot of hills in the path, which makes it really, really kind of difficult to kind of maneuver everything properly the way it needs to be. So don't think I could ever time that well again. Oh yeah, definitely hard to time that stuff. Power Tower during Luminosity was great. That's Cedar Point. But Cedar Point is getting rid of it. I never actually watched that. I think it was the Luminosity show or whatever at Cedar Point. I was too busy with the roller coasters. Don't know how much longer we're going to stream. Not probably too long because, again, I have to work tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be running the ride. And we'll be making progress, so... Because we have a week left. And we still have a lot of work to do at TT, so... Another time on 4th of July, a different year, I was riding Millennium with my daughter, and we were on the return straightaway before you turn around to the station. And we were heading towards the curve. The fireworks went off. It was like they were just for us. That's awesome. I've gone, the 2 times I've gone to Cedar Point, we went last year during the Haunt event. So it was during October. It was super packed. We ended up getting the fast lane passes just because it was so packed and there were still lines for those. But, like, it was well worth getting the fast lane passes for those. Like, for sure. That's all I got for stories. I got lots of stories being a ride operator. So I get a lot of stories from parks, of course. Absolutely. It's like my dream job, and I love every second of it. And I hate the off season but at the same time I love the off season because I get to stream more and work on the channel more, but hate the off season because I'm just the anticipation of going back. I had someone tell me that Wicked Twister name was Lemon Twist, like, and ever since then, you've been obsessed with Lemon Twist coasters. Just lemon theming. I see how it's worth it, though, for people out of town. Definitely. Oh, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I hope this starts shaping up and starts looking more complete pretty soon, because I'm trying to stick to the same area so we can really complete it. Because I know a lot of people probably aren't going, hey, that's amazing yet, because, you know, there's still a lot of bare areas, and, but we're gonna be filling those up for sure. Like, I do need to complete the back parts of the buildings. A lot of them are just kind of facades at the moment until I kind of finish those up. But we'll see how all that turns out. Is that the last one? Yep. Okay, we need to start on page 2 for music. It's a work in progress, guys. Shouldn't be amazing yet. It will be, though. It will be. Like, I've been very proud of how this is actually turning out so far. I've spent so much time and gotten so little done, but it'll so be worth it when it's all done. Like, just the amount of sources I have with the park should make it the best recreation of SDC of all time. That is what I'm going for. Like, people are going to look at it and go, oh my goodness, this is so accurate. Of course, you can't ever get 100%, you know, accurate, but you can get as close as you want. Oh, thanks so much, Outlaw, for the follow. I'm glad to see that you're enjoying the content, man. Thank you for being here. And sharing your stories with us, too. I'm going to move this back a little bit. Starting to lose my voice a little. Ugh. So much talking. I try to talk as much as possible during streams. I don't want any dull moments. Everything's got to be good. Can't spell word. Alright, I need to... I'm going to recenter this a little bit. This custom supporting on Thunderation is going to be the death of me. For sure. Because it's going to take so long to complete. I don't wonder how this got so off. Kind of interesting. You're good, right there. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these unnecessary pieces on this one. Get our footers in place. Getting close to our follower girl goal. Less than 20 to go now. We got 19 more follows before we hit our goal of 250. Very exciting. And then our goal will get up to 300 after that, so. Again, I'm trying to do my best to get followers from YouTube over here as well. So, they're a little bit lopsided. 4,000 followers, or 4,000 subs at YouTube. Just under 250 followers at Twitch, so. Malicious details out. All the mega parks happen. Thank Google for spelling my word. It's off by a letter, lol. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm also working on another custom park of my own, an original park, called Time City. It's another park that I do, so you're not going to want to miss that because it's turning out to be, it's like a very highly detailed park I'm working on. And it's inspired by Time Traveler and Disney World and Universal, kind of. Very, very hugely detailed. Just seen you streaming. Sweet. So you're new to JLW Games. I love it when new people come in. Cause I like get excited when I show off some of my creations and stuff, like a lot. But no, Time City, it's gonna be a park that has a couple different sections, and what it is the theming is time travel. And the different sections of the park are going to be different areas that you time travel to. So so far there's going to be 4 main sections, and those sections are going to be a prehistoric theme, a Greek/Roman theme, so like you're going back in time, and then there's also going to be an apocalypse theme area, and then also a sci-fi theme. Those are going to be the future areas. So as if you're visiting the future, and you take this monorail, the monorail acts as the time machine, and it takes you to all the different sections of the park. It's really cool. Like getting ideas from all the streamers on YouTube. Yes, I take a lot of inspiration from different people, and also real parks, and just different things in general, and kind of make it my own. So a lot of people ask me for like tips and stuff. That's usually why I tell them, find some, you know, take some inspiration from either, you know, some real life stuff is what I usually recommend a lot. Is there enough stuff in the game to do like an island theme? Probably yes. I would say yes. If you're thinking more tropical, there's definitely a lot of tropical stuff you can do. There's the pirate theme, and there's a lot of palm trees that you can use, especially with the adventure theme, or the adventure pack. You can actually get, I'll show you the adventure pack. The adventure pack actually has a lot of new palm trees and stuff. So if you went to like concept packs, adventure. So this comes with all the adventure pack DLC. And you get a lot of these cool trees. These are like Really cool. You got like a lot of jungle theming going on and foresty stuff. And then you also have like a lot of cool palm, like, I love these leaves right here. These are really, really nice. I actually use those a lot for a lot of things. They're really, really nice. And then you get these trees, and then you get these palm, like, really nice palm trees that you can't get with the regular game. You have palm trees in the base game as well, but these are really nice. You get these as well. So, I definitely recommend all the DLC if possible, but if you have to choose just one, I would definitely say adventure packs are really good way to go. That or spooky pack. So if you can buy at least one DLC, I definitely recommend the adventure if you're doing something like thinking of something like an island or something. Definitely adventure for sure. Because there's a lot of stuff with the adventure pack. So this is all the adventure pack stuff. I have it filtered over just adventure. And this is just the scenery aspect. There's rides that go along with it and building aspects that go along with it as well. You get a lot of cool things. You get this guy shoveling stuff, I guess. And then you get like crocodile animatronics and a lot of rubies and gems. And then you get like these really nice bridges that you can use, snake pits. And this is just the adventure pack alone. And I think it's only like $10, so it's actually really much worth it. You get a lot of content for what you pay for, I think. And that's just the scenery tab, by the way. You also have the building tab. So if we were to go content packs, adventure, and this is the building. There's not as much building. It's got like one main set of buildings on here, but still pretty notable. Same with like rides. Let's see, I don't think you can filter out. Rides-wise, I think you just, I don't think, was there any flat rides that go with, I don't think there's any flat rides that went with it. There was tracked rides. You get the boats, I know that. So this one right here, the steamboat, and these two steamboats, you get those, and you can actually put those in water and stuff. No one has really showed me on this. Well, I'm happy to show you. I have all the DLC packs and stuff personally myself. Like, as soon as something comes out, I automatically buy it, so. But there's definitely a lot of different things you can use. Base game and adventure pack for, like, kind of like a tropical-ish island thing, so. Whatever you're kind of going for. It definitely works really well. Man, I'm losing my voice. Again, I try to talk too much, but, I was a fool for not actually having my So, fun fact. Again, like I said, I work at Time Traveler. And this is actually the hat we get to wear at Time Traveler. It's so cool. I just got my final costume done. Actually, in today, I got my pants and vest that go along with it. This is like, the goggles are mine. I actually bought those, so. And then they actually come with these goggles, which aren't as good. Costumes gave us these goggles, but I like these because of the little magnifiers on it. Really cool steampunk. It's a very big steampunk kind of theme going on with it. As you can see, I got, I added the clock on there with the gears and stuff. It's really, really neat. And then just a couple extra gears, the front and the back, and then of course the feather, which is a really nice touch. Really, really neat. I love the costume so much. Like, we have like the best costume. Here's like the full costume right there. That's me actually on the side right there. That me. We look so good. We look so good. Can't wait, like, for opening day in a week. We have one week exactly, and the ride will be open to the public, hopefully. Steampunk is awesome. Yes, it is. And just like I said, I can't show off any pictures of the dock yet or anything until, of course, the ride opens. And then I can show you whatever I want. But as you can see, this is definitely what's going in. Life says awesome hat. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I actually am thinking about buying my own hat. I'm thinking about buying a leather one that's a little bit bigger and more higher quality. Because this is kind of like a cheaper hat that they went with. But I had to decorate it a little bit myself. And that's what I did. But I'm very excited. And then I also bought this pocket watch because we have to stay in theme. So if we want to tell time, we have to like buy a pocket watch, and it's really cool. Like, I love this watch. And then of course you got the gears in the back that are all exposed. Really, really cool. Wish you could see it better, but really neat. I need it. They had one of these at like a comic book store that locally. It's really cool. Hey Jess, I've joined to say you're a nerd. Thanks Jess for letting me know I'm a nerd. But at least I look good, right Jess? I look good. By the way, Jess in the chat is my wife, so for those that didn't know. Be sure to follow Jess on haters gotta hate. She's my wife. She's allowed to do that, so I do recommend to go follow Jess as well, because she's just starting to get into streaming as well, and she needs to get to 50 followers. That's her goal right now. She has 10 right now, and she had a really good first stream, so be sure to go check out Sapphire Jess Hearts and go follow her, because she needs 50. Don't mean she ain't hating. No, she's not hating. She's loving. She always calls me a nerd. Because, you know, I talk about Time Traveler and roller coasters nonstop. Like, just ask her. Isn't it right, Jess? That's all I talk about. I need to copy this to the other side. Decided to cosplay instead of streaming tonight. Priorities. But you need to like cosplay and stream at the same time. That's what you need to do. Stream it. That's what I say. He talks about even when we were discussing something else. Well, it's true. I will be thinking like something that was really cool that happened, and I don't want to forget about it. Are you guys in the same room? No, she's in her office right now, but she's currently in her office. But we're in the same building. She's got her own PC. Thunderation. Okay, what are we at? I haven't actually worked on anything in a while. It's because I keep talking about stuff. Every so often I've been working on Thunderation, but that's about it. I've actually gone longer than I thought I would. We've almost gone 2.5 hours. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if I'll get to 3 hours or not, but we'll see. I usually try to at least make the SDC streams 3 hours or more, just because there's so much to do. And Time Cities is usually 2 to 2.5 hour streams. And recently we did a 24-hour stream. That was interesting. Just ask Jess about that one. But yes, I recommend go follow Jess. She needs the support right now. She needs 50 followers. That's our goal. We need to get her to 50 followers. She needs to become an affiliate so we can start cheering bits on her channel. It's always fun. He says interesting, I say exhausting. Yeah, Lemon Park was created, then Emmelman Park. That is true. Lemon Park. Swear to everything good. Yeah, it's a lot of supports. That's true. Like, I could literally go and say, just use the Mine Train coaster, but that's not good enough for me. I wanted to make it much more accurate, so I used the regular arrow track, and I'm using my own wooden supports, because Thunderation has wooden supports, so it's not very accurate, because the Mine Train coaster in the game uses steel supports, and that's not correct. And then the track doesn't look exactly like Thunderation as well. So I decided to do my own custom supports, and it looks a lot more accurate. So that's how much detail I really am trying to go within this recreation. And then Time Traveler, again, I wish I had spinning cars, because this is the closest I could get, and they don't spin. And I use the Gerstlauer Eurofighter track because that looks almost exactly identical to Mach's track. Mac, however you want to pronounce it. If it's America, it's Mac. But Mac rides. Oh gosh. Nerds are hot now, though. My wife says so. Of course, nerds are taking over. And I'm a roller coaster nerd, so... roller coaster / theme park nerd. But, man. I hope my schedule isn't too bad to where I can keep this up, all the streaming and stuff. Because during the off season, I was streaming every day. I lived and breathed streaming stuff. Got a lot done this off season too. I'm very, very happy that how much I got done this off season. How much stuff I got done, particular with my parks and stuff. So we finished Arrow Valley, which is my newest park that we just completed. We started Time City. That's the one that's going after Arrow Valley. A lot of fun stuff. Man, we got a lot of the supports done. We were right here, and we've done all of these in the stream. Really, really good progress being made here for this. Even though, again, I'm a slow builder, but hey, one day I'm gonna have this park or this recreation done, and it's just gonna wow people, hit people by surprise. When Nate M needs to get here so I can just go buy the game already. It's fantastic. I've had the game since alpha days. So I've had the game since the beginning, since very day one. Because I backed the game and everything, so I had access to the alpha. And I probably have nearly 2,000 hours altogether, not counting the final release. With the final release, I have just over about 1,100 hours. So 1,100 hours on the game, but yeah. Payday at 1. Nice. I just recently started getting paid again because we have come back to since the off season. Off season's a fun time because no paycheck. The only paycheck I get is from YouTube and Twitch, which is not that much, which is hardly anything at all. It's getting better though. Every so often I get paid on YouTube and Twitch, and it's just a very nice slight secondary income to actually get paid to do something that's fun. You know, I think that's a pretty good gig, so I enjoy that quite a bit. I'm because I think about it and I'm like, man, I make money just off of building stuff. It's Friday, so I'm staying up. Nice. Sweet. Normally I'm watching World of Warcraft streamers. I haven't played much of World of Warcraft. I did play it once at one time, but I never really played it. Don't know why. I never really got into it as much. Those guys have anywhere from 2K to 20K viewers at any given moment. There's definitely a lot of other games I want to get into. Like when Sea of Thieves comes out, I definitely want to play it on the channel. That's one game I kind of want to play a lot of. Alongside Planet Coaster obviously will probably be my main game of all time. Alongside, again, I'm getting back into No Limits as well. Which people keep asking when I'm going to play that again, but hopefully soon. I love Blizzard games as well. Blizzard are good. Get back into it, let me know. Come to my server, I'll hook you up. Sweet. Gold, some bags. See, man, I got the hookup now. Got the hookup now. Start you up right. He's playing on a super crappy laptop and just never re-downloaded it since getting a better PC. That's something, maybe I should re-download it. You know what, maybe I'll re-download it myself. It's hard to believe, it's like ridiculous to think that that game's still relevant to this day. Because it's been that game's been out for ages, hasn't it? Like, geez. When I really think about it. I love games that are supported for many years. Because then, you know, you're getting your money's worth and everything. And stuff. It's really, really nice. And the Helix is starting to come along. All we have to do is get that, get the, catwalk on it as well. And Thunderation is coming along nicely on the supporting, so cannot wait until that gets going. Okay, guys. I think that's going to do it for tonight. Kind of a shorter stream because it's late. I have to work again tomorrow. It was a little later getting on tonight, so. But we'll probably be back tomorrow night, hopefully. At least that's the plans. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll be watching Jess instead. We'll watch Jess, hopefully. Because she's going to hopefully live stream tomorrow night. Hopefully. Look at this ocarina, by the way. Steampunk ocarina. Really, really cool. But, yeah, Jess, I'm talking to you. You need to stream again. We need to get you to that 50 followers. You need to get 50 followers. And that 8 hours of streaming in the next 30 days. Just something you need to do. But, okay, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It's been a fun stream. We got some pretty good stuff done. And, still a whole lot more to do, of course. So, we might come back tomorrow. It just kind of depends. If Jess streams, I'll be supporting her on her stream. So, we'll be checking out her. I'll be posting live on Facebook and Twitter. If you haven't followed me or liked me on Facebook or Twitter, be sure to do that. It's JLW Games. Easy to find. And, you can always be updated when we go live, or if you want to make sure you're following and that your notifications are on, you can also know when we're live as well, because I also host Jess as well, so if you come to the channel and Jess is streaming, it will be on there as well. So, but thank you guys so much. Thanks Outlaw for the follow, and I hope you enjoyed the content, and hope to see you again in a later stream. Maybe next time, we'll see. But glad to have you on board and checking the channel out. I appreciate it. And yeah, so thanks so much for joining, guys. And I will catch you guys next time. Have a great day, guys, and even cooler tomorrow. Thanks so much. It's been awesome, and goodbye.